Cancer is a word, not a sentence. As for Miriam Samuel, her fight for the spreading sore began quite early, back in 1999 when she was only 11 years of age. What started off as stomach pains, nausea and headache would later become a battling journey that would last for over a decade.
My journey started when I was 11 years. That was 1999. That time, I used to experience some stomach pains, headaches, and nausea most of the time. So I used to be on and off at school. Sometimes I would be taken at home very sick, but hiyo time sikuwa naelewa ni nini inanisumbua.
All this while, Miriam and her parents had only sought the help of a herbalist who gave unsweetened concoction for medication. And as Miriam recalls, she would take at least 3 liters of the bitter herbs a day.
Mara ya kwanza, my parents were just ignorant, I think so. So they took me to a herbalist, yani watu wa miti. Nikawa napewa miti shamba na kunywa, lakini haikuwa inanisaidia. Ninakunywa like 3 liters za miti shamba na bado by the end of it uchungu unaanza tu increase.
The pain became persistent and she had to look for help. As time lapsed, the condition became baleful as she discovered blood clots in her urine, and being a naive 11-year-old, she thought her menses had begun. But when this lasted for 2 weeks, she knew too well something was not okay. In the company of her parents, Miriam visited a local hospital where she would be given painkillers to suppress the pain, which had now become part of her daily life. However, this did not get better, as it instead became a series of misdiagnostication, which led her to Kenyatta National Hospital.
So walipoona it's not making any difference, that's why we went to a local hospital at Sultan Hamud. So there, zile vitu walikuwa wananipima ni kama malaria ama pengine niko na any stomach infections, but hawakuwa wanapata kitu. Nikawa ninasumbuka tu na huo uchungu. Naenda wananipea painkillers, narudi nyumbani na kunywa, lakini bado hiyo shida iko inaenda. My parents took me to another private hospital at Sultan Hamud bado. Pale ndio waliweza kugundua there's something on my right side of my stomach, and advice from there I go to Kenyatta.
It was here where Miriam was sent to MP Shah Hospital to undertake a magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) scan, and the results revealed her parents' worst fears, as she was diagnosed with stage 4 Wilms tumor, a cancer of the kidneys which occurs in children and rarely in adults. Wilms tumor is the most common cancer among children, and by this time it was threatening to spread to the lungs.
I remember zilikuwa x-ray kama 4, hazikuwa zinaonyesha anything. Ninapigwa hazionyesha anything. So now they had to admit me. They admitted me, and during the admission, that's when I was sent to MP Shah Hospital for MRI, yeah. The MRI ndio ilionyesha ugonjwa. Hiyo ndio ilionyeshwa the kidney ilikuwa imespoil kabisa. Na sasa from there ndio wali diagnose like wakaita Wilms tumor ama nephron blast tumor. It is a kidney cancer, and by this time it was spreading to the lungs.
This came as a shock to her parents, who did not understand why their daughter had to go through all the pain. However, Miriam was too young to understand about cancer. With enough support from her parents, youthful Miriam started battling the relentless monster. In the year 2000, her studies were adversely affected as she spent the whole year in Ward 3A of Kenyatta National Hospital.
Sikuwa na idea. Na the good thing, my parents hawakuniambia ni cancer. They kept for themselves. During that time is when my father developed blood pressure. Yeah. So alishtuka, lakini wakawa hawataki waniambie the seriousness of the sickness. So mimi niliishi kujua niko na kidney problem na maybe after some chemotherapy itaisha na nitabaki tu hivyo nikiwa mzima. But now they did 4 sessions of chemotherapy. That was until April. From January. April 28th. I remember the dates very well, 2000. So now that's when I was ready for the surgery. Hii chemotherapy ilikuwa ya kuangalia kama inaweza maliza, especially kitu iko kwa lungs. Na for sure ilimaliza, hii ya lungs ili disappear, ikabaki ya kidney. So when they took me to theater, initially walikuwa wameniambia tu wanatoa ugonjwa kwa around the kidney, but kidney yangu itabaki. So when they took me to the surgery room, walipata the kidney was completely spoiled. So they had to remove it.
Cancer can be frightening. It is life-changing and often life-threatening. The choice to undergo chemotherapy remains to this day for the same reasons. We want to stop the progression and rid the body of every last cell before it's too late, and sometimes that means undergoing chemotherapy. This was not exceptional for Miriam, who encountered the adverse effects. Her hair began falling off, consistent nausea, and her legs could swell while in high school, and had to wear compression stockings, which stirred ridicule from her fellow students, leading to a low self-esteem.
My hair fell. Nilikaa Kenyatta like 2000 karibu tu yote. Na hakuna siku nilienda kunyolewa, lakini nywele zangu zilikuwa tu zinamwagika. My nails, mikono zina turn black. Nausea, kutapika, nilikuwa nashindwa what kind of treatment by the way it's inakaa hivi. Saa zile sina chemotherapy, I'm playing around, I'm okay. But now during chemotherapy, that's when you realize I'm very very sick. Yeah. So pia bado ilifanya my self esteem ikaenda chini sana. Nikawa najiuliza mbona tumezaliwa tukiwa wengi kwa familia. Why do I have to go these struggles? Why do I have to go these hardships? Watu pata malaria na inapona, but mimi niko hapa Kenyatta like mwaka mzima sijaenda home. The whole of 2000 I was under chemo. Then pale December come January hapo ndio nilifanywa radiotherapy. So naweza sema true treatment yangu liteka year plus.
As if that was not enough, Miriam moved out of the frying pan to the fire when her final chemotherapy session was administered wrongly, seriously damaging her hand, and Miriam had to undertake a corrective surgery.
Kuna time wakinidunga chemotherapy, they affected my hand. Walidunga vibaya na ikachoma. Nikakuwa very serious. In fact, I was admitted tena. Nikatolewa in Kenyatta nilikuwa ward 3B. Ikabidi nitolewe nipelekwe 6B because of the hand. I was supposed to go for theater, but walituchimba nikisikia, niliwaambia siko ready because that theater thing is traumatizing. The only thing kini inakuja kwa akili yako ukiambiwa theater is like you are going to die. So I didn't want to kupoteza fahamu tena. So during that time walindunga tu shindano ikaganda na wakachimba kabisa, ungeona even the bones vile zinapita juu ilikuwa imechomeka ikawa black.
2013 was a new dawn for the mother of two now when a doctor at Kenyatta Hospital declared her cancer-free after being in the battlefield for 14 years.
2013, I remember ilikuwa December 2013. Ndio nilienda clinic, daktari akaniambia, Miriam, I think tunakukumbusha ulikuanga mgonjwa. You are healed. Go home. In case ukuwe na shida zingine, that's when you will come. But for now, stop coming for the clinics. And from then, sijakuwa na serious issues.
Despite the low self-esteem, the scars, hopelessness that she had gone through, Miriam found love as she met the love of her life, Mr. Samuel Mwendo, in her college days, whom she disclosed to of the battle she was fighting. But this did not stop him from loving her. Instead, he promised all the support despite unpredictable future.
I used to think, my life haitaikuwa normal tena. Kitu ingine ni mtu mgani atakuja kuoa mtu pathetic kama mimi, as like I'm so weak. Sioni kama nitakuja kuolewa, but grace ya Mungu, mambo ya Mungu hayajulikani na mtu. Yeah. So ni during my college ndio tulimit with my hubby, my hubby to be during that time. Tulikuwa tunasoma in the same college, Technical University of Kenya. It used to be called Kenya Poly. Na nikiwa college bado nilikuwa naendelea na clinics at Kenyatta. So he used to kunileta Kenyatta. Anytime nakuja Kenyatta ananileta. Na sasa I felt like okay, so God has sent someone in my life.
The two later got married and are now blessed with 2 adorable baby girls.
Tulianza like friends during our studies at Kenya Polytechnic. So tukawa very much close.
It would have seemed like a dream at the thought of having babies after chemotherapy, but it is possible, as 5 years later, Miriam is now cancer-free, a wife and a mom. She leads her normal life and believes she is a heroine, as she was given this mountain to show others it can be moved. This week, we celebrate Miriam for fighting the monster and emerging a heroine after being declared cancer-free.
Kama nilipona stage 4, kama nilimaliza chemotherapy na nikaenda radiotherapy na ikahisha kabisa, it can still heal.
For CTN, my name is Miriam Kyoko Mutuku.